Hello everybody, welcome to Asian Talk. So today we're going to dive into something really interesting and also a little bit controversial. So what is CPT? Curriculum Practical Training allows students to work as well as study at the same time during their F1 status. A lot of universities allows you to use CPT. For example, USC, NYU, Northeastern University, a lot of these universities do allow CPT. But Day 1 CPT, on the other hand, only a small percentage of university actually allows you to do Day 1 CPT. So what does Day 1 CPT do? Day 1 CPT allows F1 students to start working under their current academic program as soon as the first day of their program start date. But logistically, within a week or two, you can start working full-time under CPT as an F1 student as well as studying at the same time. Let's say your OPT is under grace period and you didn't get selected for an H1B and you really wanted to work for this employer. One way that is easier for you to go is Day 1 CPT. You can choose to enroll in a Day 1 CPT university and then start using CPT to work full-time, which is completely legal at the same time. CPT can be used throughout the whole program, but one thing you need to know is that if you are using CPT more than 11 months and technically more than 1 year, and it is full-time, meaning that you're using CPT more than 20 hours a week, that will make you ineligible for OPT. You wouldn't be able to apply or get an OPT after you graduated from that particular Day 1 CPT program. But that wouldn't be the case for a lot of the students. If you're doing a second master already, you wouldn't be worried about OPT eligibility. For example, you previously had a US degree in MSCS. After working for a couple of years, you wanted to do Day 1 CPT to prolong your work status, and you decided to do MBA. So this is another master's level degrees. In that sense, you won't be able to get an OPT again since you already did it before. So you could use CPT throughout the whole program, and it's full-time, 40 hours per week, and you don't need to worry about OPT. I just recently did an ultimate guide of OPT and OPT extension. You guys could feel free to watch this video here if you're interested. So how to get CPT and what is the process like? So I'll break that down into two groups of people. One is for transfer students, meaning that you have an active F1 status or you have a current I-20 that is still valid. The first step is to enroll in a accredited Day 1 CPT university. So you can start now to research online. You could Google a bunch of universities, but make sure they're legit and accredited. You can also go to Facebook student groups or Reddit to learn about student reviews and true experiences. One thing to make sure is that you need to match your Day 1 CPT program with your current career job description or your future career goal. And once you have your acceptance letter, it's time to transfer your CVIS from your old school as well as applying for CPT at the new school at the same time. So how do you transfer your CVIS? First, you need to get in touch with your older school's international office or your school DSO to request a CVIS transfer. You need to show them the admissions letter for the new school, and you also need to tell them that, hey, I need to transfer out my CVIS and I need to arrange a date. So the second thing is arranging that date with your old school and telling the new Day 1 CPT university that you're gonna transfer your CVIS to them at that particular time. So the new school's DSO gets your CVIS, they can start to process your I-20 as soon as possible. So that wouldn't create any delay in the process. Second group is that you are currently not inside of the US and you need to apply for F1 status, or you're in the US under a different visa that you need to do a change of status. If you're planning to do a change of status application, for example, from F2, H4, H1B, and even visitor visa into a student F1 visa, you need to go through the change of status application as well as fill out the I-539 form. If you want to learn more about change of status and the form, feel free to let me know, so I will do another video on that topic as well. So how this process will go. First, it's the same. You need to apply to a Day 1 CPT university. After getting that admissions letter, they will issue you the initial I-20, and then you need to find a immigration lawyer to help you with the change of status applications with your initial I-20 and the other required materials. Note that you are not allowed to work during your change of status application period, but you are legally able to stay in the US. And once your change of status application is approved, you will be able to start selecting courses, go to school, and start your CPT work from there. Before we wrap up, here are some few tips that you'll need to know about Day 1 CPT. If you're current F1 students in the US, OPT grace period, make sure you transfer your CVIS record, you transfer your CVIS to the new school before your OPT expires, or else your CVIS wouldn't be active and your new school wouldn't be able to receive your CVIS and process your I-20. Second, try to apply as early as possible. Sometimes if you applied just some days before the program start date, the schools take some time to process your CVIS transfer, to process your I-20, and then the CPT application, and you will see yourself waiting for a month or two before you can start to work again. That would be a huge delay in your employment, so make sure you give the school, your old school and the new Day 1 CPT school, enough time to process your CPT and applications. Third, do not work until your I-20 with CPT is approved. So let your employer know that you're gonna go on a unpaid leave until your CPT is approved. In other cases, if you want to do change of status application, make sure you're here in the United States throughout the whole application. If you leave the United States, if you go out of the country without the permission, the USCIS might drop your case and you won't be able to get your F1 status. So this is it for Day 1 CPT. I hope you really learned something, and if you have any questions or you wanted to share your own stories with Day 1 CPT, please feel free to leave that in the comments, and also like our videos and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you in the next video.